How's it going, Skullbrains? Welcome back to Skullbrain TV. It's time to dive into the Ancestral Challenge for book number 17. But before we do, let's go over the challenge from book number 16. Were you able to find Shumi and Shubi? They were here on page 243, hiding in these rocks. And what about Zard's battle axe? Well, that was here on the opposite page 242, just below where Melik was sitting. And how about Morbane's Monsters and Magic Challenge? If you guessed that Kragmar was based on the Golem, you were correct. Okay, let's get into the challenge for book number 17, Gator, Battle for Power in the Shadowy Swamps. In this issue, keep an eye out for Shumi and Shubi. Also, somewhere hidden in the Shadowy Swamps is a Life Force pod, so see if you can spot it. As for Morbane's Monsters and Magic Challenge, have a listen to these two myths, and when you watch the next episode, see if you can guess who Gator is based on. First up, we have Dooku from the Andaman Islands on saving the last fire.
Long ago, when the world was young, people discovered the secret of fire. Dooku, the monitor lizard, had the brightest hearth. People admired Dooku. He had long curved claws for digging out crocodile legs, and a tough scaly skin covered his powerful body. His strength was immense, and few would have dared tussle with him. One day there came a terrible storm. The heavens opened, enormous waves lashed the shore, and soon a flood destroyed the houses and put out nearly all the fires. Dooku's fire was drenched, but he managed to save one log. It still glowed red and hot. The lizard carried it to a tall tree and started climbing. He put the log in his jaws, but the log burned his lips. In anguish, Dooku called to his wife, a clever, agile civet cat. She grabbed the log with her claws and sped to the tallest branches. There, she and Dooku kept the embers aglow under a large leaf for protection against the rain. At last the storm abated, and the flood ebbed away. Dooku and his wife came down and showed the people the still burning log. The people were overwhelmed with gratitude, for who can do without fire? The monitor lizard had been held in respect ever since.
Next is Sebek from ancient Egypt on a crocodile that formed the world.
Deep in the waters at the edge of the marshes lies Sebek, the powerful, cruel crocodile. A plumed headdress crowns his long, flat head. Earrings of gold adorn his leathery face, and on his forelegs he wears anklets of precious metal. He is feared for the speed with which he can kill, and sometimes he is also revered. At the dawn of creation, when only water existed, the god Sebek took the shape of a crocodile. He crawled out from the swamps forming the land as he went, and gave people its bounties. Now men both admire and fear the crocodile, for they think he can bring both good and evil. In some regions they pay him lavish tribute to ensure that he remains friendly. There is even a city where Sebek lives in a pool on the edge of a great temple. Holy priests come to serve him. They pour wine on his long jaws, and they feed him the flesh of newly killed animals. When a new crocodile is born, he too becomes sacred, so that generation after generation of the dangerous reptile is treated like a god. When a sacred crocodile dies, priests take away his body, fill it with fragrant unguents, and use mysterious arts to preserve it as a mummy. Then the crocodile god is taken to his last abode, a great tomb where his entire bloodline is buried.
In the pinned comment below, you'll find a link where you can download the Monster and Magic cards for this episode, as well as the template for the folder that you can cut out, construct, and keep the cards in. Good luck with this next challenge. We'll see you in the next episode. And until then, as always, stay tuned and stay skullbrained.